to the channel, Meandcarkeys. So, I love this truck. Y'all know, y'all have seen this truck. I love this truck. But this window. So as you can see, the window is loose. Again, and I'm pretty upset about it. But whatever. I'm trying to keep a smile on my face. Keep a smile on my face about it. Anyway, so if you watch my channel for any length of time, you know that I fixed this window. This window came loose probably 3-4 months after I bought this truck. Bought it used. And I took it upon myself to fix the window. Now, window held up just fine. I got 3M tape. I got the glue and all that. Held up just fine. No issues. And probably a couple months ago, I started to hear this wind noise in the back. And I was like, it better not be that window. It better not be that window. It was the window. So instead of me trying to fix it again, I decided I would let a professional look at it this time. So we're on our way to Auto Glass Now. Same company I used when I had to get these windows replaced. We're on our way to their shop. Hopefully they can squeeze me in. The crazy thing about it was I didn't even plan on doing that video. That video wasn't planned at all. I was just gonna fix it and be done with it. But I figured anything I do on my truck, I need to make a video about it and make sure I include you guys in it so that you know what's going on. And I was surprised to see that, first of all, I thought it was an isolated incident. I thought it was just me. I thought I bought the truck used. Whoever had it before me didn't take care of it. And I thought that the dealership just, you know, they just sold me a truck that had a messed up window. When I posted the video, to date, that video has 22,000 views. 22,000 views. So you're telling me there are 22,000 reasons why there's an issue with these windows in Ford F-150s. It's not just me. It's not just an isolated incident. There's an issue with these windows. Now, there's no recall. There's never been a recall on these windows. And there definitely needs to be. This is a 2015. I know it's 2022. But there needs to be a recall. This should not be happening. Either way, like I said, we're on our way to the shop. Hopefully they can squeeze me in today and get this taken care of. It's probably better than at this point to have a professional do it anyway. I'm just hoping that I can get to the shop without the whole window falling out. We are back at the house and the window is fixed. So let me explain to you what just happened. So I got to Auto Glass Now and I went inside and I talked to the lady. I said, hey, this is the situation, back window again. So the manager gets up from his desk and he says he wants to take a look at it. So he comes out and he looks at it. I tell him the situation that I actually fixed it. It happened before and I actually fixed it. And apparently it happens to a lot of people. And he said, yep, it happens to probably everybody that has one of these trucks. Anyway, he asked me, well, what did you use to fix it before? And I told him the 3M glue and the 3M tape. And he kind of gave me a funny look like, you know, I'll explain why he did that in a minute. He gave me a funny look and he was like, okay. So he says I can fix it. I can guarantee it for $100. And I was like, all right, you know what? At this point, I fixed it already before and it came off. So yeah, I need a professional to fix this window. Fine, $100. So he says he can fix it right there in the parking lot and prove no problem. Now when I fixed it, I did, I cleaned it off, of course, first, scraped all the old glue off. I used an adhesion promoter. I used 3M tape and I used 3M windshield adhesive glue, right? And I used a caulking gun to put the adhesive glue on there. So he asked me what kind of glue is this? And I told him it is 3M windshield adhesive. And I asked him, I was like, well, what kind of glue are you going to use? And he says the same thing, which is why he looked at me funny. He used the same glue, the same windshield adhesive that I used. He said he's going to use the same thing. So the difference here is the difference. He pulls out this little roller thing. It's like a little roller thing. And he starts rolling something on the window, right? And he says, it's all about prep. And I said, okay, cool. What are you putting on the window? Now, I wanted to get as much information as I could so I can bring it back to you guys. Anybody, if your windshield fix didn't hold, like mine didn't hold, this is the difference. So he rolls the stuff on there and I asked him, what is that you're rolling on the window? He said, it's primer. The difference, primer. There's some kind of windshield primer that they use before they put the glue on. It's in the process as far as preparation goes. First, you scrape off all the old glue, you put primer on there, right? He didn't use adhesion promoter like I did. He didn't use any 3M tape at all either. He put the primer on the window. He put the primer on the window and on the window trim piece, right? Wrote it on, and it stayed on there for, it was kind of thick. It didn't even dry before he put the trim piece on. So he wrote it on. He put the glue on the trim piece the same way I did. The only difference here is that he used a lot more than I did. I used a small stream. His stream was about this thick, and he had this big, powerful caulking gun, and it was about, like I said, it was about this thick, and he put it all the way across. No 3M tape, and he carefully stuck it on the window. Now I watched this entire process. He stuck it on the window, and he pressed it on enough to where it was attached to the window, right? He was trying to look at it and make sure it was even, and he tried to slide it over and it would move. That's how strong this glue and primer was, I guess, and it might be the combination of the two together, but that's how strong it was. It would not move. Like, the trim piece would not move at all. And that's it from the outside. That's it from the inside. It's perfectly flush. It's on there. There, you can see some of the glue there oozing up under. It's like I said, it's already hard. I did touch it, it's already hard, already cured. That's the side, you can see that it is perfectly flush. Trying to get as much view of it as possible. So there you have it. It is fixed. We'll see what happens. So he gave me some glass cleaner as well, and he said, because there's some old smudges on there from before, and he said use this a couple hours, give it a couple hours to kind of cure, and then he'll use this to clean off the window, get all the excess stuff off. Speaking of curing, he said that the glue that I used before, for whatever reason, didn't cure all the way. Like, you can tell in some spots you had to scrape off with a scraper, and then some spots you could actually just peel it off, where it never actually cured to the trim and the window. So yeah, he guaranteed it, and he guaranteed it with a personal cell phone number. He said, if anything happens, call me and I'll fix it again. So this is a guarantee from the manager of Auto Glass Now that this is gonna hold. So of course I'm gonna give it about 6 months, and then we'll do an update and I'll tell you how it's going. Now it's summertime, or it's springtime now. It's about to be summer. It's already 80 degrees. So in about a month, we'll probably be in the high 90s. So let's see how this window holds up. So I put all the products that he used. I did go look them up. So I put all the products that he used in the description below, especially that primer. I put in the description below if you need it. And hopefully these windows stick. There's no, like I said, there's no recall. Ford didn't do any kind of recall or anything on these windows. I did ask him, would it be beneficial to just take this entire window out and put a single pane window all the way across? And he said you could do that, but it'd be more expensive. He didn't give me an actual quote, but he said it'd be more expensive to do that, of course, than to just glue this back on. And he said that, like I said, he said that his process will hold, guaranteed that this window will hold. So I'll give you an update. All right. Well, thanks for watching another video on the Meandcarkeys channel. This wasn't really a fun one to me, but it's an expensive one. But the window is fixed, and we'll do an update on it soon enough. So if you need any other information on this window, feel free to hit me up. Like I say, all the products will be in the description below. And they are on Amazon. That primer that he used is on Amazon. So I'll put a link for it in the description below. Hopefully these windows will hold up. Ford needs to do something about this. Till next time, appreciate you watching.